Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. If this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, hi, thank you for stopping by, whether or not it turned up randomly on your feed, like I know they do sometimes. My name is Jean, and it is mostly unboxing videos that I do on this channel, and it's unboxing videos of subscription boxes that I buy. None of them up to the present time anyway are sponsored by anybody, and I buy them with my own money, so it's not like the free gifts or anything. And it is an unboxing that I've got on this video for you today. Now, I have already opened the box, but I've not got everything out of it yet. And that was what I was about to do when I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I need to do a bit of a video on this. Now, from last month, June, I started getting a new subscription box called the Calligraphy Box, and it's one that helps teach you various calligraphy styles, which is something that I've always been interested in. Ever since being fairly young, we used to do what, while I was at school, they call italic writing, and that was basically learning to write with a fountain pen that had a cartridge of ink inside it, rather than a pen that you dip into ink. And they used to teach us how to handwrite with it, but being left-handed, it was always really awkward for me because you had to bend your hand at a really awkward angle at your wrist, and it would make your hand and your wrist ache, and it just ended up being a bit of a, I don't know, a thing of hate to me. While we did that, I never really liked it. Oh, just one more thing. Apologies if I look like a greasy mess. I don't always look like this, but I do very occasionally use a hair oil that helps to nourish my scalp, and it helps to loosen hair for lessen hair fall as well. So I'm mold a bit less. I put it on earlier today. The majority of it is washed off now, but I'm going to shampoo my hair in the morning, so apologies if I look like like I've just taken my head out of a chip pan. I don't always look like this. So anyway, yes, back to the calligraphy box. As I mentioned, I started buying this last month, and I started practicing because you get a whole host of stuff that they send you. You get practice sheets. This is just in the first box. You get a dipping pen with a nib that you can remove. You get a workbook. There's a link to a video tutorial, and you get a pot of ink. You get a pot of ink in each box, and it's a different colour each month. So yes, I do already know what the... Sorry, no, it's July last month, isn't it? We're in August now. Oh, crikey. Sorry, yes, I started doing this in July. So yeah, I know what colour is in the August box already, because as I say, I opened it even though I've not done anything with the box yet. I'll very quickly show you some of the practice sheets that I've been using. Admittedly, I've not practiced for a little while, because I say a little while, it's probably been just over a week, because I've been working away for a few days, and I only got back on Monday. What time of day was it even? Monday afternoon. A lot. I've slept since then. A lot's happened since then. But yeah, I'll show you some of these practice sheets. The ones that you start off with, I like this. Thickness lines, and basically how to make lines with the pen. Some of the lines are made from writing upwards. Some of them are made from downstrokes. and then you learn how to do various like wiggly patterns. It all helps with exercising your hand and wrist and arm, and they do recommend that you do some warm-up exercises as well before you think of doing any writing. Now that's the second of the practice sheets. As you can see, I've nearly done all the practice bits that are on it. I've nearly filled it up totally, and you do those before you get onto the actual letters, and that's what they look like, starting from letter A and working through B and C. Now this is a modern script. Text such as copperplate is coming in this next box that I've got here. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a lowdown on like the ones that I've done so far. I mean, you can tell I am very much learning. These are like the tracing sheets, and I'm in no way perfect. It's going to take a whole lot of practice for me to get really good and not have to use like printed practice sheets. But I love the letters. Just it's quite therapeutic, I suppose you'd say. So let me get the light back on there. Right, okay. It's quite therapeutic doing these letters, and you get to find out like how the pen works basically, and what it looks like when your nib's running out of ink. So you learn, you kind of get to learn when you should redip your nib to load it up with ink. And here you've got F, G and H. And go through the whole of the alphabet. See, there's some blank sheets. That's the very end of the alphabet there. You can see where I got up to. I was trying to only do a little bit each day, so I wasn't going to use the sheets up straight away and have no room to practice. Okay, so now on to this second box. Let me see if I can... Where's the video gone? Here we go. Okay, so what's included in this box? I've got a list of stuff here, so I can tell you straight from there. We've got a workbook and video lesson. This lesson gives you an introduction into copperplate calligraphy, starting with the basic strokes and including the first half of the minuscule alphabet. The value of that is £55. There's a jar of summer green calligraphy ink, and that is valued at £6.50. There's a Gillette 404 nib with a value of £1. There's a letter variation card of a capital A. There's a bundle of practice sheets, basic strokes and minuscule letters, value £9, and a practice card. And it also tells you how to get the most out of your practice. So I'll very quickly show you what these are in this box. So this is the bunch of practice sheets that you get. And if I show you, it's weird, the paper kind of feels textured, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure if it's just from the I think it's from the packing paper, because it's got like shredded, a bit like shredded paper inside to act as backing. But yeah, so this is like starting with practice strokes and, as I say, the minuscule alphabet. And there's a few pages of this, and it shows you how to make the strokes as well at the top of each sheet, which I haven't watched the tutorial video yet, but if the tutorial video for this box is like the first box, which I think it is going to be. It's described really, really well how to do the strokes and how to position your hand and things like that. Okay, so we've got a letter focus for a capital A, and it shows you in modern calligraphy, Spencerian calligraphy, and copperplate calligraphy, and what the slantwise in degrees it is. So I'll put there just to show you. I'm not talking while I've got this in front of my face, just in case anyone that's watching this is hard of hearing and is lip reading. I hope I'm clear enough for you. So I'll pop this in front of my face again so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. Then we have a code. I'm going to put my fingers over it because it's a QR code that will take you to the tutorial video. If you do it on your phone using a QR code reader, it will take you to that, and I know that it is something that the lady that produces these boxes doesn't actually want everybody to just do off the back of someone that's, you know, like basically buying the boxes. You know, people are spending money, like I'm spending money buying these boxes, so why should someone be able to get the tutorial video for free? Okay, so that's that, and then we've got workbook here. Let's put that one there. Calligraphy box, copper plate techniques, and mini skills. I'm learning to read the script myself. The booklet explains everything really, really well, and the booklet is also referenced in the video. You're directed to look at certain pages in the workbook so that you can see what it is that they're talking about while they're talking about it. But yeah, it's really, really well done. Now here we've got a sheet called Let's Practice, and then it gives you specific words to have a go at practicing, and it's got really pretty pattern of wildflowers there on the back. Right, and then this is the new jar of calligraphy ink in summer green, which would be even more apt if we'd had any sort of summer for any length of time, but it's been a bit rubbish this year, hasn't it? Okay, and then the last thing in this box is my new nib, which I'll just pop the seal so that I can get it out and show you. Now, this one is actually finer than the nib that I got in the last box, and it feels it feels like the metal's a lot thinner as well, so I'm not going to be messing about with that. It's quite a nice like a midnight blue colour actually. That's the one that I've been using, the one that came in the first box, and this is the new one. So if I put them side by side, You can probably just tell the difference in the thicknesses of them, and if I, let's see if I put them like that, you might just be able to tell they're there as well. Right, so that's that. Now I'm going to pop this back into its envelope until I'm using it. There's no point having it just floating around the computer desk when I'm not using it, because it'll just end up getting broken, and I don't want that to happen. So now I'm gonna have a quick look at the tutorial video for this second box before I go to bed. I'll say before I go to bed because we're just a few minutes before midnight at the moment, and I don't want to go to bed very late, so I might not watch all the video, but I want to have a go at a bit of it before I go to bed. So that's this box out of the way. What are we on at the moment? We're on the 17th of August, so in just over a fortnight, I'll be getting the third box through, so that's something to look forward to. If you've got any comments or anything for me, if anybody wants to ask any questions, pop them in the comment section down below. I'll try and answer. I mean, obviously I'm no calligraphy expert, and I am still very, very, very much at the beginner stage at the moment, this only being the second box that I've had through from the calligraphy box up to now, but I'm really enjoying it, just based on that first box and the practice sheets. I'm hoping that it's something I'll be able to use in the future. It's always nice to have nice handwriting, isn't it? And I've always envied people that are able to do copperplate handwriting, so fingers crossed that'll be me soon too. Oh yeah, I'll let you see this as well. Don't know if you can. Right, so it's a nail polish that I've had for a few months. It is this one, and this shade is psilocybin. Don't know if you can. It is a magnetic one, so when you put a magnet to it, you can get patterns in it, like I did with that. I don't know, can you tell? You can just about see it, can't you? And just about with the rest of my fingers as well, but it's come out best on my thumb. Let me put this right in front of the camera and block my face out. I was intrigued to see what it would. There goes the keyboard. I was intrigued to see what it would look like if I used, if I was able to source a spiral pattern nail magnet, and a friend of ours said that she had some that she didn't use and she'd send them on to me, but she wasn't sure if they would work or not, and they do. So there's this one with the chevron pattern. There's this one with the lines. I've got little blobs of nail varnish on it. That is mine, my nail varnish. It didn't come with that on. And then I've made a bit of a mess of that one. That's the spiral one. Let's see if I can show you with this. And it's like, let's see if it works by me doing this. Can't really tell. it's not really doing it on the with the varnish in the bottle. I've got the window open slightly and there's a moth battering its head on various things around the room. So if it flies in front of my face, and I'm going to try and not squeak, but a bit of fair warning, there's a moth flying about. Let's see. No, it's, you can't tell from the bottle, but yeah, it comes up with this lovely spiral pattern, and when you can get it just right, it works really nicely. So yeah, I was really pleased at that. Right, so now I'm gonna stop this video because I've been rambling on for 20 minutes now, and you might be getting a bit fed up of hearing me. I've got to go. So thank you for watching. I hope you've been able to stick around to the end and I've not bored you to sleep or anything. You know, any comments, any questions, you know, pop them in the block downstairs, and I'll try and answer you and give you a reply. If you've enjoyed this video, you know, please give me a thumbs up. It does help creators to get interactions from people that watch the videos, and it just helps boost you in the algorithm, and helps get you noticed. So yes, do look after yourselves and look after each other. The weather's very much up and down at the moment, so maybe take a rain mac and your sunglasses and a pair of gloves and your brolly, because you just do not never know what the weather is going to do on a particular day when you're outside. It's changing so much from one day to the next. But I hope you get some sunshine wherever you are, and you have a great weekend. And I'll see you on the next video, because there are some coming up. I've got some things, some boxes that I've got to open for you. So take care, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.